Hello again, everybody. This is Spooner from spooncraft.com for another one of my beginner's guide to Aion tutorial videos. In this video, we're going to go over basic game interface options, quests, and chat emotes. You open up the game options, and your basic interface, you have a lot of stuff here to choose from. All your different quick bars as well, equipment tooltips, auto-ranging your windows, setting the compass to north, all the basic shit that you do, buff icon duration, NPC names, friendly names, showing your helm, showing your cape, all that stuff. It's built in. Camera controls, chat controls. As far as your character, what I thought was kind of nice is you can auto-select to reject certain things, such as friend requests, guild invites, group invites, trades, dual requests, things like that. You can change your HUD to the bottom or the top. The top is more comfortable for me. The bottom is the standard default though, so you might want to change that. Graphics options, audio options are all pretty simplistic. And key mapping all of your binds. You have a lot of binds, as well as a lot of icons for marking targets. Now moving on into the menus, let's look at the macros at first. Now once you open the macro menu, these are the ones that you've created, different variables, help, which actually shows video tutorials on it itself, and examples of existing macros. When you open up your profile, it's your basic paper doll, shows you your stigma, which is kind of like talent points. I'll get more on this in another video. This is your PvP ranking and the different titles. Selecting a different title will actually give you different stats. The profile inventory gives you access to all your gear, all your basic stats, as well as your inventory. You can also get your inventory just by pressing I and getting there. You can also auto-range your inventory, which is kind of nice to keep track of stuff. Now moving on, go to your skills. We have all your basic crafting skills, which open up your crafting interfaces and whatnot. Your passive skills are all your armor and weapon proficiencies, any other passive bonuses, and active are obviously your spells and attacks. Emotes and actions are self-explanatory, and these are your skill chains. I've talked about this in the combat video a while ago. Moving along, there's obviously the private store, which is one of the best things I love about the game. You can actually set up a small shop of your own character with your own message and set your own prices if you don't feel like using the auction house. It's kind of like a little bazaar. It's a lot of fun to use and can make you a lot of money if you have to go AFK. Just set up your private store and move on. It's really good too in case you're in a certain area where there's a quest you know is going to drop items that people need, and you can sell them there. Basic community tab on Alliance, which is like a raid, your legion, which is like your guild. Memo pad, links to the websites, help and support center, the whole bit. Quests I'll get into in a second. The influence bar is important. It's all about PvP. If your faction, the enemy player faction, or the NPCs own different castles in the Abyss, it will affect how much you pay in taxes to vendors for flights and other services, which is kind of nice. The better you are at PvP, the cheaper things will get for you in PvE. Now moving on to quests, I'm in front of this bar that I know I have a quest to turn into. When you open up the quest tab, it gives you campaign quests, standard quests, or work orders. Now campaign quests are ones that are automatically given to you. You do not pick these up. They are given to you and you follow them as you level. These have to do with certain zone objectives or military missions or just class quests and whatnot. Standard quests are picked up from NPCs like you would normally. If you noticed, when you're looking at the quest chat, you can track it if it doesn't track automatically, but there are these blue hyperlinked kind of things highlighted. If you click on them, it'll give you a small dictionary telling you what it is exactly, and you can click on locate. 9 out of 10 times, it'll put a waypoint on the map after it locates wherever it is you're going to go. Now this is freaking amazing for getting oriented in a zone that you've never been to before, especially because you're new to the game or finding an obscure NPC that you haven't seen before. You can also link these locations by control right-clicking on the map during chat. So if you want to show somebody in the guild where something is hidden or where you are, you can just set them up that way. Now I move in, you can see there's going to be 2 blue arrows. That means I have a quest that's ready to be turned in. It's not yet completed though. 1 spinning blue arrow just means that I have a quest I have not picked up. Quest is in progress. This guy wanted me to bring him some food, help out with the customers. I give it to him, bada bing, I get my coin, turns into a starburst, means that I can complete it, and I'm done. That about does it. Last thing I want to talk about real quick is the chat interface. It's real simple. There's different emotes that are preset into it, a lot of options you can do, font size, lock in the windows, your tab options and such. Now the all tab is pretty much everything, your combat log, guild chat, you name it. Normal is everything minus these explicit details in the combat log. Combat is very detailed combat log, obviously, and group will only allow messages coming from your party. It'll block everything else out.